guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be kind of a mess. I wanted to sit down and just do a chatty get ready with me, testing out a bunch of new releases, but also tell you guys a little bit more about myself. So I asked you guys on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, to send in your assumptions about me. I've seen people doing this video, and I think it's really funny. It's a good way to get to know somebody, and y'all did not hold back. Telling you a little bit more about myself while I cake my face and scam the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I rambled enough. Let's get right into it. Alright, I'm going to start off by using the First Aid Beauty Kona Eye Stick just to depuff my under eyes because last night was daylight savings and I lost an hour of sleep. Call me Puff Daddy because she's puffy. And my skin has been thriving lately. I think I finally found a routine that really works to keep my skin clear, and I've just been so happy with how my skin's been looking. Also, I've been a little bit less stressed out during February.
That is not correct.
So that's probably a big part of it, but I feel like I've been doing a lot better. So if this maintains itself throughout March, you may or may not see an updated skincare routine coming at you, but right now I'm just really happy with how everything's going. So yeet. For primer, I'm going to use a bit of the Forsali Skin Tune Blur Primer. I haven't used this in a little bit just because I was thinking it was clogging my pores, but now I realize stress was clogging my pores. Although it does look very inappropriate when you put it on. Probably the most common one I got was just about like school and grades and stuff, which I don't like to talk all that much about my education, but I'm open about certain things. A lot of them are really nice. You're super smart. Thanks, Kate. You probably never failed a class before, get really fantastic grades, you're still a student, you're extremely productive all the time. Thank you. I've never failed a class before, thank God. The lowest grade I've ever gotten on like a final report card was a B, and we're hoping to maintain that. Kept up a 4.0 for the past 4 semesters. So yes, I guess I do well in school, but it's not something that just comes naturally. For foundation, I'm going to go in with a new release. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I'm in the shade 1W1 Ivory. I'm going for a dewy ass look today, so kind of related to the school ones though. Someone assumes that I'm actually bad at chemistry and math. Chemistry I'm actually pretty good at. But it's hard. Chemistry is really hard. Some people I know who just like naturally have a propensity for like balancing chemical equations and just like doing insane calculations. For me, it takes effort. I have to like study a lot, but I got through that. I'd say like, okay, at chemistry, I'm better at like biology and physics and stuff, but chemistry was fine. Math. Last year I took calculus, and that was probably the most challenging class I've ever taken. I still pulled through with an A, but for a really long time it was very touch and go for me, and I honestly did not know what I was doing. Again, I feel like math is one of those things where there's some people who are just naturally really, really good at it, and other people, if your brain doesn't work in numbers, your brain doesn't work in the abstract. I think my strengths really lie in like biology and history and even physics sometimes, just the whole like conceptualization of things rather than just like having some abstract numbers and plugging them into equations. But that is all the school related stuff that I'm going to talk about in this video. I also got a lot of assumptions relating to my personality. So some people said like I'm a shy and introverted person. I'm an introvert, shy, you're a home person. I also got you're hella extroverted, so good mixed bag there. I am actually an extrovert. I'm an ENTJ, that's my Myers-Briggs personality type, and I think it fits me to a freaking T. When I read that description of myself, even though the Myers-Briggs has been criticized for like not 100% not being completely accurate all the time, I thought my reading of it was personally very accurate. Leadership oriented, very type A extroverted personality. So I would say no, I am not an introvert. However, I do associate myself and hang around with other really extroverted people, and when I'm around people who are more extroverted than I am, I can kind of draw in and be a little bit more introverted than them. So like when I'm around introverts, I'm the loud one, kind of like bringing people out of their shells, but when I'm around really, really bold extroverts, like even bolder than I am, I feel like I kind of just like shrink in. So I feel like that's how I would be at like a brand party or something like that, because a lot of the people you see on YouTube are either really, really introverted like home buddies, or they're very like loud life of the party type people like James Charles and stuff. By the way, I'm also using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. I think I forgot to say that while I was doing that, so yeah, sorry.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Kind of related to that one, someone assumes that I don't have a lot of friends.
Bitch, no.
I do have a lot of friends, but I would say I don't have a lot of like really, really close friends. I only have like 2 or 3 people that I'm really, really close with. And that kind of stems from trust issues. In the middle of high school, I had a really bad friendship breakup with somebody I'd been friends with since elementary school. Ever since that, I mean, I've been thriving because it was unnecessary in my life and I'm happy now. It was something that had to happen, of course. It's a natural thing throughout life, but at the same time, it was just kind of like, okay, be more cautious in where you put your love and your energy, because I love really, I guess. I put a lot of emotion, a lot of myself, I guess, into relationships and friendships, no matter what they are. And I hold on to them really tightly because I feel like if I lose that, I'm losing a lot of myself. But ever since then, I've been able to find a lot of really, really great people, but invest a lot of love and trust into only a few. Just gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. That got really real. I was not planning for this Get Ready With Me to be emotional or anything, but life lessons with Julia, who is probably younger than you. For contour, I don't really have anything super new to use, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the shade Mink. And I figure while I'm contouring, now's as good a time as any to address the next one, which is that I've had plastic surgery. No, not yet at least. I think I've been very honest about the fact that I'm not a huge fan of my nose shape. That's why I've tried to learn how to contour a bit better, but I've actually been thinking about getting rhinoplasty for a bit, and it's something I'm exploring, it's something I'm looking at, but I'm not quite sure. But if and when I do it, first of all, I'm expecting absolutely zero judgment from y'all.
Did I just say y'all?
But secondly, I'm gonna be open about it, or I really hope I can be open about it on my channel, just because I feel like everyone always sees these people on Instagram with these perfect, beautiful bodies and beautiful faces. I'm not against cosmetic surgery by any means. As somebody who's going to go into the medical field, I think that stigma against it is just really, really damaging. And people are really judgmental of personal choices that other people make that don't affect anybody but them. I wouldn't want anybody to see like a beautiful, perfect face and then think, why can't I look like that? But like the face you're seeing doesn't even look like that naturally. I feel like a lot of people have assumed that I've gotten my lips done. No, my lips are just kind of fat. That's just how it is. Someone else says, you faced in your photos, yellow heart. Yeah, gotta look sister snatched at all sister times. By the way, so the earrings I'm wearing right now are from Ana Luisa. They're my favorite, like, minimalistic, kind of like dainty jewelry company. I went through this whole fiasco in February. I got my ears pierced for the first time ever in December, and you're probably thinking, like, that's really, really late to get your ears pierced for the first time ever, but during my childhood, I, like, was not allowed to get my ears pierced, so, hey, first foray into young adulthood, let's go get holes in my ears. So I got my ears pierced. I was taking really good care of them. I was cleaning them twice a day, being very diligent about everything.
Are you sure about that?
Pretending that I'm already a doctor. So everything was healing nicely, and then sometime in the middle of February, I guess I was doing my hair and I didn't notice it, but a piece of hair got snagged on the backing of my earring and it tore a nice fat tear in the back of my earlobe. It really hurt, but I thought that was just like natural healing, and I didn't realize that it was a big, nice gash in the back of my ear, so I didn't notice it, and that got infected. I finally was able to switch them out, and now I have these ones in, and I love, love, love them. I am currently only using 14 karat gold because my dermatologist said that if I use any other metals, it could get irritated really easily, and I'm not wanting to take any chances. Ana Luisa's pieces are all, I believe, like fine metals. They're all sterling silver or 14 karat gold or plated. I will link these ones in the description box. But yes, that is the story of why I had the same earrings on for 2-3 months-ish. Just gonna go ahead and set with a tiny, tiny dusting of Laura Mercier translucent matte setting powder. Alright, so it's bronzer time now. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics single bronzer in the shade Toasty. She came out with single blushes, bronzers, and highlighters, and I was like so excited. A good single bronzer from a nice high-end brand makes me so excited inside. Also drugstore too, but like a good matte bronzer gives me the feelings. That is a sad, sad statement. Wow. But the shade Toasty is a really nice shade match for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I got a few different assumptions about like language. So somebody assumes that I barely speak Italian. Someone assumes that I speak Spanish. No. As of right now, I am only fluent in 2 languages. English is my first language, and then I'm fluent in French as well. I got my biliteracy seal, so I am officially fluent en français. So oui, la seule langue que je parle est français. Je ne parle pas en italien ou espagnol. Et j'ai prévu apprendre le japonais en collège pour pouvoir communiquer avec mon grand-père. Mais c'est très difficile. En conclusion, je suis une pièce de merde. Being the responsible booty guru that I am, I completely forgot to do my brows. So let's do that now. I'm going to use the Lottie London Arch Rival pencils. These are basically that like nice fine-tipped microblading pencil. I believe I just reviewed these ones and I gave them a kind of lukewarm overall review because I felt like they were pretty light in pigmentation, so you do need to press down a little bit harder than I would like to in order to get like a semblance of color payoff. But you know what, I'm not going to talk while I do my brows because I will just inevitably mess up. So I just used the darker one to shade the outer part, and I'm using a bit of a lighter shade to just do the feathery inner portion of my brows because I like having that kind of like nice gradient fade, I guess. Oh, that's a really nice brow. Wow. My brows have actually been getting nice and thickums lately because I've been actually using castor oil in them. Castor oil is like such a good, cheap alternative to like using those expensive lash growth and brow growth serums because it does the exact same thing. I was using like a lash serum before from Cella, and it literally did the exact same thing that castor oil is doing to my eyebrows and to my eyelashes. So I've noticed a lot of length and just like lusciousness with the castor oil, so definitely try that. And I'm just gonna seal that in with the Essence Make Me Brow gel. I did purchase the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel along with the Riviera palette, so you better prepare your ass, hold on to your wigs for that review, because that's coming soon. I'm confused, am I having like a seizure here or something? Like what? The next assumption reads that I want to be outside of YouTube beauty drama. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Lottie London Blush Crush in the shade Zac, as in Zac Efron's abs. Yes, I absolutely want to be outside of beauty community drama in that I never want to be at the center of it. Just in general, I find it easier to watch people who aren't really involved in drama all the time, so like that's why I love watching Desi Perkins and Raw Beauty Christie and Samantha Ravindal, because they're not like in the center of a scandal every week, which I can appreciate. At the same time, I feel like a lot of the drama going on in the beauty community is really small things blown up into big things by social media and just like horde mentality, which I think is gross. I do think it's important to know what's going on in your community and be aware. So beauty community,
get it together, sweetie. We have a show this weekend.
I've had an inordinate amount of requests to use the James Charles palette lately. I thought no one cared about this because it came out in like November, but apparently this is still the hot shits and it's my favorite palette of all time. So yes, I will use it today. I'm not quite sure what look I'm gonna do because there's so many options, but I'll figure it out as we go, I guess. First, I'm just gonna prime my eyes with the P. Louise base in 05.
What? Just kidding.
I have a lot of assumptions on here about like my work habits. So you are extremely productive every day. You are all work and no play. You're really good at multitasking and balancing work, hobbies, and studies. Thank you. Cool nerd, really self-motivated. You're a perfectionist. So, I would say I'm very much a type A person. I try not to be all work and no play, but that's just kind of how things end up being just because I'm busy. So I always try and put schoolwork first. Like education, personal health, mental health, YouTube. Fun. Overall, I would say I'm pretty good at balancing everything. It's come with a learning curve. Over time, I've had to drop a few things that weren't making me happy, but I was doing just because I felt like I could handle everything, and then I realized, yeah, you can't do that. Come with a learning curve, but I feel like I'm able to manage my time well enough that I have time to do things I enjoy, which is this, as well as things I need to do, which is like work and school and keeping up with my workouts and staying healthy and maintaining friendships and stuff. I'd say I'm very self-motivated, if not out of just pure anxiety and fear. I hope that answers somewhat that assumption. Next assumption is that I'm single. How did you know? Just going in with the yellow and just packing that on the inner corner and just kind of trying to blend it somewhat. Vaguely. I have someone assuming I'm a dog person and someone assuming I'm a cat person. I'm definitely a Doge person. I love Doges. They're adorable.
So cute.
I don't have anything against cats. I don't hate cats by any means. I think they're different. I just think the comparison can't really be made with dogs because cats are very antisocial animals. They don't want your love and affection. They don't want to be showered with love and kisses. They just want food and a bed and a home that they can depend on. So I mean, if you're wanting just like love and affection and an adorable, loving animal, dogs. Like cats will respect your boundaries and keep away from you and just do their own thing, which some people interpret that as evil. I just think they're different. I'm petless. but if I were to get a pet, it would be a dog. Next person assumes hate comments really get to you. Yeah, I would like to think that I'm like a strong woman, read stuff and not let it affect me because words don't have power to hurt you, but they really do. I fully understand that by being on this platform, I'm opening myself up to criticism, but at the same time, if I read something that's just like, why would you say that? I've been known to get into a funk and let it affect me, and I'm working on that. But there's so many nice comments that outweigh it. So I'm just immeasurably thankful for that. And I never want to be like, oh, I'm a victim because I get a hate comment every now and then. Everyone does. It says a lot about a person and how they deal with it. Okay, so we've got this like sunset thing going on right now. I don't really know what this look even is at this point, but let's keep going. Someone says that I assume you secretly watch K-dramas, but I love you and love your videos. I personally do not watch K-dramas. I have a couple friends who do, but most prominently, my old, adorable little Japanese grandpa watches K-dramas, which I think is the cutest thing ever. If you've ever seen that Vine of that K-drama where this lady like slaps her man with kimchi, that is a real K-drama, and one time I walked in and he was watching that one, and I watched the iconic kimchi slap in all its glory. So I don't watch K-dramas, but I thought I would share that story because it's iconic. And the next is, you're really hard on yourself even though you're a queen and I love you. I love you too. Thank you, Mouse Murphy Jr. Unfortunately, yes, you are 100% correct. I'm very hard on myself, and that's like yet another character flaw I'm trying to work on, but I think it comes across on my channel in like the self-deprecating humor, which most of the time is a joke, but sometimes I'm not joking. And like I think it's fun to make fun of yourself every now and then, but at the same time, letting that lead to like actual self-doubt is something I've struggled with a lot, so trying to get better about it. But most of the step to like getting there is just being honest with yourself about like, hey, yeah, I'm doing this and I need to not do that. I don't like this look. I don't know what I'm doing. Screw it. I'm just gonna add on some yellow. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so on today's episode of I Suck at My Job, I failed to notice that the camera stopped recording halfway through that eye look, so I've pretty much done my entire upper lid and I didn't notice that the camera was not recording. So, and now let's continue on with the regularly scheduled programming and act like nothing happened. Next assumption is that I'm in my early to mid-20s. No, actually, it's just something I don't like to talk about on my channel or in my comment sections or anywhere on social media, just not only for like safety reasons, but just because I feel like it is not relevant to what I do. The younger you are, the less people take you seriously. So I've never answered any questions about how old I am, but I am not in my 20s, actually. I am still a teenager, so yeah, if that answers anything.
Oh dear, I've said too much.
I will say I have the exact same birthday and birth date, like I'm the same exact age and day as a very popular YouTuber who has a similar editing style to me. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. That assumption is wrong, but I hope it doesn't lead people to like treat me differently because I'm young. Age is just a number. Everyone of all ages is welcome on this channel. That is it with the eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna add on some like nice yellow on the inner corner. I don't know, maybe. Just for the finishing touch, I'm gonna grab a bit of Sunshine from the ABH Dream Glow Kit, which I feel like is a criminally underrated product. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna throw on some Milk Kush Mascara and then continue on with the rest of the assumptions because we're winding down to the end. You sell pictures of your feet on social media. If I'm stuttering right now, it's because I'm thinking of the most emphatic possible way of saying no. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the Makeup Shack lashes in the style Dubai. Someone assumes that you got in trouble for the Get Ready With Me brands that tried to scam me video. Not yet. I gotta say, I was super nervous to post that video, mostly for like the comments, because I was worried people were gonna be like, oh my god, you self-righteous prick. Also, I was super paranoid about like, maybe I'm gonna get in trouble for this video, but so far, nothing has happened, but if anything does happen, you guys will be the first to know. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Illuminating Powder in the shade Ice Me Out. It's a really pretty, like, pearly, champagne-ish highlighter shade. And then the next assumption says you're actually really different in real life than you are online. I really try and like present myself as authentically as possible. I do my own editing. I do all my video production from 0 to hundreds. Obviously I have like hours of footage and I spend time cutting out chunks of like me stuttering and me being awkward and me making terrible jokes and then cutting that stuff out. At the end of the day, I spend 10 hours editing each video. I don't want to spend 10 hours editing somebody who's not actually me. I mean, I guess in person I'm more awkward and less naturally funny because I have time to like edit in the funny stuff and just like make it its own thing and make it perfect. I would like to think that my personality is exactly the same in person, and I have a lot of people who've said like your YouTube personality is very much like who you are in real life. On the other hand, this highlighter though. For lips, I'm gonna go in with this new lip from Ofra shade Baroque. It's from the Francesca Tollot collaboration. And the last assumption that I'm gonna do is you're tired of YouTube. Not yet, at least. So much love for YouTube, and yes, I do let it stress me out sometimes. But at the end of the day, this is my creative outlet. This is what I do for fun. Even though it is a job and even though it is stressful at times, it's so fun. And I love interacting with you guys the most. That's probably the best part of it. You guys all collectively are kind of like one big close friend that I feel like I can tell everything to. And it's just nice. Makeup for me is art and art for me is therapy. I just have to say, I think you guys have helped me in my mental health in ways that I can't even express and ways that you will never even know. So, bitch, you will not cry in this video. See, there we go. I don't have lip injections. I just overline my lips to the heavens. Alright guys, so that is it with today's Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed the creation of this look. It's kind of a mess of a video, but I loved just reacting to your guys' assumptions about me, answering some stuff, spilling all the tea you need to know about me. Basically, I'm single, I'm young, sad, constantly stressed, but also just incredibly grateful for all of you guys. So thank you for listening to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed down below and also follow me on Instagram to see makeup looks like this one, posted semi-regularly. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this channel. You get the bonus meme. Bye.
Who are you?
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.